Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Tana. Tana had given a very nice general contribution, which I'm going to use for the second part for this video. And before you do watch this video, please go to the link in the description box and click the Rumble link to this video, and I ask you watch over there because I am monetized over there. Like, share, and comment over there. It'll help with the channel growth immensely. That being said, we have, oh boy, got into about a minute and a half. She said a buzzword, stopped it, said this is a video, and when we get to the buzzword, you'll know it when you hear it. Here we go.
And he grabs me and he threw me on the floor. He also has marijuana in the vehicle. He knows what he's doing, and I'm not playing with him.
He said that I was gonna baby myself, like
I guess so. That was telling you.
Just a bit, please.
On April 1st, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a report of a woman claiming her boyfriend threw her to the ground during a verbal altercation involving their child. However, further investigation revealed he did not physically assault her, and she had locked herself in his car to go through his belongings.
When you call the police, she locked herself in the car to go through his shit, and then calls the police and says he's physically assaulted me.
I said you can't leave.
We haven't gotten to wait till you get to it, and once you hear it, then you'll understand. Well, you pretty much already understand why I'm doing this video, but you'll really understand it.
That the sheriffs are coming, and so he decides to.
Notice the faith over fear again. When they gotta wear their religion like this, I mean, besides a crucifix is different than a t-shirt. You know, it's the symbol of Christianity. You don't have to wear it out, and you can. You know, it's jewelry. This is different. This is just announcing to the world, okay, that you are superior to them. These faith over fear t-shirt, like, you got to wear your religion like this. You really aren't religious.
To get back out, so I called my friend, so she could watch on FaceTime, and I went to see.
Setting up her witnesses, getting her witnesses in line. Gentlemen. First sign of a red flag. Don't wait. All these women need is the right time and opportunity, and to be pissed off enough, and it could go horribly wrong for you too.
If he actually bought stuff for my child today, because all day long he left with everything. Okay. And when I got into his car.
Notice my child, irresponsible mom, to bust her baby daddy goes wrong. So it's his child too.
To see
But again, this is what women do. They take possession of the child because, my body, my choice. They can choose to kill it, but if they choose to have it, then it's theirs. Except for child support and everything else. That you got to pay. You got to give half your shit for that. But the patriarchy, though. Tell me more about the fucking patriarchy. Again, there ain't no women's rights or feminists in family and divorce court. They're nowhere to be found.
The wipes and stuff or whatever was right there. He's like, "You're not taking this. This is not for you." And he grabs me and he threw me on the floor.
Okay. Were you in the car?
I was right there on the side of the door, and I was looking to see at the stuff. He got pissed off, and he starts grabbing me and wrestling me and threw me on the freaking floor, losing my hands right here, because I went in to see.
Notice how calm, this is how easy they lie. They lie to authorities. She's bringing her friend into it. She's planning this shit out.
If he actually fed my child today.
Is this a child y'all have in common?
Yes, but he's not on the birth certificate, so he knows he can't just leave and tell me.
I'm not familiar.
Why isn't he on the birth certificate? He ain't on the birth certificate, but you're having him involved, buying stuff, taking money, right? Total control. She thinks because she's keeping him off the birth certificate, that gives her carte blanche to do this type of shit. This is what these women do, and then we'll turn around and cry victim and yell patriarchy and whatever.
100% with the whole backstory.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened, what's going on.
That's fine.
So what was your name, ma'am?
It's Brooke.
Brooke? Okay.
Yep, and he also has marijuana in the vehicle.
Okay.
He doesn't want to act like he does, but he does.
We'll get there.
As she's wearing, so you're dating him smoking weed with your faith over fear, right? With your faith over fear? Don't think it's a coincidence that she's wearing that T-shirt right now. It's all calculated. It's all planned out.
And he says that it's just a bunch of stuff. He knows what he's doing, and I'm not playing with him.
Of course.
So,
All right.
throwing me on the floor is not gonna work.
When your friend was on FaceTime?
Yeah, she was on FaceTime the whole time. He says that because he's a narcissist, so he tries. Throwing me on the floor is not gonna work.
When your friend was on FaceTime?
Yeah, she was on FaceTime the whole time. He says that because he's a narcissist, so he tries.
This was my fear. This was my fear from the beginning. I knew this was going to happen. That the term narcissist was just going to be thrown around by every cluster B, borderline personality disordered abuser in society. They know or they think because of channels like mine, and not so much my channels, but again, Dr. Ramani and that other one, I can't even remember, can't even remember who they are. Making excuses for they're not holding any of these. Everybody who writes to them is a victim. Every woman who writes to them is a victim. Nothing's ever their responsibility. None of it. None of it. None of it. Every guy is a narcissist. Just yell narcissist. I run an anti-narcissism channel, but you have never heard me. When I'm talking about things in this is narcissist, that's a narcissist, he's a, like in my life. I'm talking personally, every person I encounter. No. That's what these women do.
Tries to blame it like, oh, you're gonna have your friend say that or that. No. She was on the phone, right? And were you on the phone the whole time?
224.
You recorded it from your other phone. Good.
So one lies, the other one swears to it. One lies, the other one swears to it. This one's even got her own witnesses saying it was recorded, yada, yada. Let's see how this, wonder what the boyfriend has, because I haven't seen any of this. I stopped it at narcissist, as you probably all could have figured out by now.
All right, so he got here, he came outside.
Yeah, he texted me. I said, I called you guys, let you guys know that he was coming, just like I was told. And I come outside, he was talking to my son or whatever, and then he sees me coming up, so then he got in the car and he was going to leave. So I was like, you can't leave until the sheriff get here. He's like, haha, whatever. So he gets in the car.
He's just trying to go, and she's trying to get this guy arrested. She won't let him leave now. So there's no fear of her life. She wants this guy arrested because she has an agenda. I know.
I go back inside the house since he leaves my son right there. I come back on FaceTime with my friend, and I open up the door, like I said, to see if he bought anything, make sure
I hope the friend got arrested. I hope the friend's getting arrested too.
My son had everything he needed today, and that's when he decided to get physical. And
My son, not our son, my son. Now, these cops are kind of are getting trained to pick up on this, you know, because I have spoken to some cops that understand cluster B personality disorder, borderline, because that now it's kind of they have a vernacular that makes sense when they're dealing with these lunatics. So maybe they can see it. They're seeing it now. So it's not all bad, I suppose.
And yes, inside his vehicle, he has a weapon.
We'll get to that stuff. I'm not concerned.
She is desperate to get him locked up.
With that right now.
That's fine.
I'm worried about what occurred possibly before all that, okay?
And if that stuff's in there, I guarantee she probably put it in there herself. I promise you she probably put it in there herself.
No problem.
Hang tight with my partner that's pulling up right now. Do you need any medical attention or anything?
No.
Hey, what was your name, man?
Lewis.
Lewis? All right. What happened before I got here?
Florida.
So I got a call from, I don't know if it was from you or from someone. So we agreed that I can pick up the baby today.
Right. I know the kind of backstory of what happened today. I talked to my partner, who I guess you talked to on the phone.
Is your body cam on?
Yes, it is. What happened before I got here?
Okay, I'm trying to tell you. So we agreed for that, whatever. So I come here, I text her, I'm here, and I came outside, put the baby here because I do not want to be near.
I understand.
So put the baby here, and then she comes walking out. I proceed to getting in the car. She's like, you can't leave until the deputies or the cops get here. I'm like, okay. So I sit in the car. She leaves the baby here by unattended. Right?
Okay.
So I'm in the car already. She leaves the baby. So I come back outside. And I'm right here with the baby, waiting for whoever. She comes back out.
Why would she leave the baby out there and then call the cop? Like, insane.
She storms into my car, and she now says that I had a pen. in my car. She spilled milk here. She was.
I know. She threw the pen in the car. She threw the pen in the car. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it because she's calculating. Like she thinks she's fucking. She thinks she's some kind of master criminal.
Having all the formula, all those pampers and stuff because they said that wellness check that I have to have all that stuff, which I do and I have the receipts.
Yeah.
She went in my car, locked herself in there, which I have it all recorded, and I'm trying to get out the car, get out the car.
Right.
So then now she's saying that I pushed her, put her on the floor, did all this stuff.
Okay.
Now she's, oh, you're gonna go to jail. You have a pen, and the whole time I'm recording her like you're crazy. She's crazy.
Can you show me the recording?
Sure.
So what happened? No, he threw me on the floor because he got pissed off.
Like this is how dumb this woman is. She knows she's being recorded. She knows he's recording her in his car, planting evidence, acting the fool. But she thinks, again, tell me about the patriarchy. She thinks because she's probably seen her mother do it, her grandmother do it, her aunties do it, her sister do it. Just lie on these men and you got evidence, so he's got to be arrested. That's what she's looking for. Because once he's in the system with Florida Child Protective Services, he's in the system. It's gonna just be nearly impossible for him to parent his child, to see his kid, which is her fucking intent. This is why I left New Jersey, because this would have been me. If not my ex-wife, definitely my father, without question. This is why men get up and they have to go after divorce, because women do this shit. I understand it happened anyway. I got it. But regardless, you don't got to sit there in the situation.
Because I opened up the door to see if he actually bought stuff for my son today, because he left without the bag. And that's the whole reason why I've been arguing, because I said just bring him back home if he can't afford it, because he says he's jobless and all this stuff.
Money. So it's about money. Again, money.
So I'm on FaceTime, a lot of it. Like I said, I recorded it on my other phone, so you see a lot of movement, but you can tell that she literally goes from looking at his vehicle to being moved out of the vehicle. He physically moved her out of the vehicle.
Yeah, well, it's his car. She can't just jump in somebody else's fucking car. He's allowed to do that. Even though he says he didn't. You can't. This is the entitlement. I can just inspect your vehicle. No, who are you? You're not anybody.
So
Okay.
she was on the ground.
Okay. Do you have any other markings when you fell? Like is your back,
No,
your
just
legs?
like my hair, right here. I don't know. Just my hands went right on the floor.
Okay.
Right here.
I see that too.
Yeah. And then I sat in the vehicle after, because I was like, oh, let me see what you have in your car, because it smells like, and he has hands and all kinds of stuff in his car.
So this is her. To me, get out of my stuff.
Okay, understand something here. How ridiculous. And I know the other thing that tipped the cop. Nobody's selling weed in Florida anymore. It's all legal. It's so easy to get a There is no reason to have black market. There's no black market weed unless you are a complete fucking moron in Florida. It's all medical marijuana. It's all medical. You go to the dispensary, there's nobody selling weed. Nobody. And the fact that she thinks that he could get in trouble. In order for you to get arrested for actually having illegal weed in Florida at this point, you have to be acting such the douchebag. And it's usually because you have something else. It's usually pills or heroin. That's why you get charged with weed. Or you're being a complete fucking asshole. The cops don't want to deal with it here anymore. They don't.
And I was trying to grab whatever she's trying to grab out of the car, so because she's trying to say that I didn't have all the stuff, right? So that was her in the car. That belongs to me. Get out of my stuff.
So she got in the car.
She
and
got
is
in
trying
the car.
to take your stuff.
She's trying to take all. I had all the Pampers, the milk formula. You can see the milk.
Yeah.
So I had all that stuff. She's literally trying to grab it out because
And
he's
that
coming
was
to
that
do the wellness
stuff. Was
check.
that stuff for you, or was that
I
stuff?
bought that.
Right. Were you gonna give that to her, or
No,
that was yours to keep?
That was mine to keep because
Okay.
today earlier she did not give me the book bag.
Right,
So
okay.
she claimed and called and said for a wellness check because I said that I was going to commit suicide. And
Right.
Crazy. Like she's just I don't know what the hell she's.
Okay.
And now she's saying, oh, you have. She went into my thing. She
Right.
got my wallet, which you grabbed out of her.
Yes.
She had my wallet in her back pants. She was literally in my car,
Yeah.
and I still have another video.
Oh, she has the whole video here.
Okay.
At the beginning, him yelling at me, you don't need to see nothing, throw me out of the car. Let her hear everything. Yeah, that was before I sat in his car.
Can you lift it up so I can see it? Are you able to send that?
That was after.
Hold on, hold on. Are you able to send that to her right now?
I can send it if you want to give me some information.
Yes, please. Well, just send it to her phone. I'll
Oh, I hope they're going to lock this one up. I hope they're going to lock the friend up, too.
look at it through her phone.
You need to get out of my car. You need to get out. I'm telling you, get out of the car because I don't know what she's. This is not your shit. Get out of my car. I didn't put my hands on her. She's.
So she's in the car at this time. Like
She went in my car. You can see me here with the baby. You're crazy. She's still in my car. She locked the doors and stood in my car.
In my car.
she's 24 floors.
She's in my car looking, searching for all my stuff. Get out of my stuff. You're taking my wallet?
You see, she
You're
just put it
taking
in
my
the,
wallet?
in the
You're being
bag.
recorded.
And she's.
These are all crimes. These are crimes. She's committing crimes. One after another, but she thinks she can. She thinks she can get away with it. I wonder why. Because she probably saw her mother get away with it time and time again.
Literally locked in my car.
Right.
And then she pulls out a pen. Oh, you got drugs in your car. I'm like,
What the f- is that?
look.
Get out of my car. You need to get out of my car. And you have my wallet in your back pants. Brooke, what are you doing, Brooke? Get out of my car.
I just recorded her.
Right.
You're crazy.
So when is she saying that you grabbed her and threw her down? Was that while she was still in there taking the stuff out? or-
When she was in here grabbing the formula and stuff, because of the wellness check, they
Right.
wanted to make sure that I had provided,
Right.
Pampers and all that.
Right.
Because supposedly I wasn't going to change him, and he said that I was going to baby myself, like some
I guess
crazy
so.
stories.
That was told to him, so that's why he had to ask, and that's
Right,
that's,
that's
why
what
we
I'm
were
saying.
that's why we were coming here.
These are all the
just
accusations that
right,
she's
right,
saying. She's
right.
like I said, I was at a garage sale. I told him, you're more than welcome to come here. I'm with my dad, with the kids. No, not suicidal at all. Don't have a history of it. I have a clean record. None of that. So for her to even continue to, like, she just, and then comes running in my car.
So what,
while I'm here. I'm
what
right
happened?
here.
Yeah, what happened leading up to that? Like when you got here, like did she just come out and start yelling at you? Like did she?
When
like,
she
what
came
was-
out, I came here because I said I didn't want to go over there. I came here, put the baby down. I text her, I'm here. She comes out, so I'm assuming she's gonna grab the baby.
Right.
I was just gonna go in my car. So she's like, you can't leave until the deputies or sheriff gets here. I said, okay. I sat in my car. I didn't go anywhere. She turns around, leaves the baby here while I'm in the car. So then I come back.
I think was he dropping the baby off or picking her up? That's the thing. I think he might. Now I think he was dropping her off.
Out, and I'm attending to the baby, and I started recording because I already knew how she, like, I have multiple videos of her. So anyways, I'm recording the baby. She comes around me, gets in my car, and starts grabbing the formula, the milk, whatever, everything that I had on there that I have to show.
And that's when she was sitting up there and all
She
that.
was, and then she locked herself in, pulls out a pen. Oh, you got in the car. You got to, like, get out of my car. Like, what are you doing in my car? Like, she just went in my car.
Right.
And then she has a friend on, or whoever's on that FaceTime. She's like, oh, you're going to jail. Like, she's going to say everything she's seen. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And the neighbor's a problem. Like,
And you can't really get a good look at the friend on the phone, but she looks like this looks like some kind of weird lesbian thing. Like, that's what that friend looks like. Like, she thinks she's going to sweep in and play Mistress Save a Hoe.
Hey, you got your ID on you?
I do.
Can I see that real quick?
And she tells me, I came to pick up the baby. She's like, you can have him until 8 o'clock tonight. I haven't seen him in the...
Right, I know the whole backstory with the agreement and stuff like that. I get that part. So what is
And
she?
I haven't
What is she saying? What is she saying about you throwing her on the ground? What is that whole?
Because I was trying to grab the formula and all that.
While she's in there trying to
While
take
she's in the
everything?
car. And then I was trying to grab my bags and stuff, and I had to throw it in the bag. She, I guess, went on the ground and said, like, she's saying that I pushed her.
Okay. Oh, so you weren't out here saw or heard anything? Yeah. Did you see anything like that?
No, she's always having some issues with her.
She's always having
Do you
issues.
have-
Yep.
Cameras on your house or on the door?
Yeah, I have a video of her sitting.
Can I see?
Yeah, she took the video of, or took a video from her other phone of him.
Now she's realizing this isn't going the way I thought it was gonna go.
Here. Throw me on the floor because obviously he failed to tell you that part before I got into the car because it smelled like marijuana. I mean, yeah, you think these marks just got him?
Oh, now you got into the car because it smelled like marijuana. Now you see the story changing.
That's like for no reason, right? I mean, make it make sense. Hey, can you just tell him what happened? Because you told the other lady, but obviously he wasn't there.
So when you were looking to see what was in the car, where were you at?
Right here. I was right here. I opened the door, and I just saw, like, to make sure that my son had what he needed today.
Were you in the car looking at stuff?
No, I was not in all the way. I was, like, right on the side, and he just started
And
grabbing
all the
me.
way, but were you in the car, like, were you grabbing stuff?
No, I was right there on the
It's on video. It's on video, and she's just gonna lie now.
side. And then it is recorded.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, 'cause
after,
from what I'm
after
seeing
that
in
video
his-
that he recorded, I was already after in the car. He locked me in the vehicle, and then I went and I got his ID
How do you get locked in a vehicle?
because he has the freaking key, right?
How do you got what she's saying? She got locked inside a car. A grown-ass woman is locked inside. That's another Family Guy bit. That's a Family Guy cutaway when Peter locks his keys outside the car and he's inside. Tell me more about the patriarchy. Tell me please.
Because I was after he threw me out of the car. I went back into the car.
inside.
No, I couldn't. There's no lock right there on there. I'm telling you right now.
Right. Do you have a camera on your house that we can see?
Yeah, we don't have cameras.
No.
No.
You don't have like a doorbell or anything like that? Like a
No,
doorbell
that's
camera?
fine. I mean, but if you don't want to believe that he threw me on the floor, then that's
I'm not
fine.
saying I'm not saying he didn't.
Okay.
But if you're in his car and he pulls you out of the car,
after I went back into the car,
right?
Because
but
it smelled like
initially, if you open his door and try to go in there,
no, I was just looking at all the stuff.
You don't have
right
reason to go in his car.
Right, I wasn't originally in his car.
But
so
you just told me that
you just said you were in his car
to get in, but you weren't all the way in.
To grab
so
the
what
stuff
is
right
what is not all the way in?
Okay, so you know how when you open the door,
yes,
and you start grabbing stuff to see, that's what I did. I was
so you went in the car and was grabbing stuff
to see if he got stuff for the baby. That's
but
right.
You don't have reason.
The entitlement. You don't have reason. You don't have the right just to enter somebody's car. This is what they think, and they will call the police and put false charges on you with the help of a friend. That's how far these women's entitlement goes.
To go into his
okay,
car.
but he doesn't have reason to grab me and throw me on the floor.
With her faith over fear t-shirt on.
Going into his car, grabbing stuff.
He can throw me out the car.
He can try to tell you not to go in his car.
Right.
And if he's telling you not to go in his car, you don't have grounds to go in his car.
So
do you understand what I'm saying?
And throw me on the floor because I didn't have grounds to open the door to make sure my son had what he needed.
That's our job.
Okay.
That is our job.
That's why I told you guys. I called you guys.
Right. And
to come.
we were here when you called us.
Not right away, obviously, because he was already trying to.
So it's your fault. You didn't get here right away. So then I had to check because you weren't here to do your job.
Eve.
Right, but that's fine. But you, like I said, you don't go approach him because this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have grounds to go in his car and start grabbing stuff out of there. Okay. That's not your property. I understand your concern for the child. Right. I'm not downplaying that.
Okay.
And
well,
I understand.
You're yelling right now.
No, I'm talking and trying to get it across to you.
Yeah.
Oh no, now he's yelling. See, anything that goes against their narrative where you're telling them they did wrong, now you're yelling at them. He's actually being very calm and very professional, more than I would be. But he's yelling. You can't tell these women anything. You can't tell them anything. Here she is, lying, making a false report on a man, trying to have a man, the father of her child, thrown in jail, planting drugs on him.
Because what you're telling me.
Just a bit, please, because I can hear you.
Just listen. I'm not picking sides.
She just told him to lower your voice. Like, look at her. Look at the disdain. Look at the arrogance. Look at the entitlement.
That's fine.
What I'm telling you from what we have, okay? You unlawfully went into his car and started grabbing stuff, okay? You're not allowed to do that. That is not your car.
Okay.
Our job is to determine if he has the grounds or has the means to care for the child. If he has that stuff, we determine that, okay? Mm-hmm. If you go in his car and he's telling you not to go in his car, that is his property, and he grabs you to get you out of his car. Unfortunately, he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to get you out of his car and get out of his property.
Yep.
If you have no legal grounds to go in there.
You don't have a right to be in there. You think she just thinks she gets to go wherever she wants. She just thinks that's what she thinks. And even though the cop's telling her she don't believe it.
That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to do a report and document this. But again, from the videos he's showing me, he is telling you to get out of his car. You are not. While you're in there, again, he's got videos. I don't have a video from yours.
Can you show the videos in the video?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see this video.
One-sided here. So
I'm not picking sides. I'm going off of what's given to me.
I didn't say picking.
Listen to me real quick because I understand where the officer is coming from.
Right.
You don't have the right to be going in Lewis' personal, because that's his property.
Right.
See, the friend realizes, okay, we fucked up here. And now she's like, you better listen to this cop because he's getting ready to lock you up.
The reason why they told you and him to call the officers there was so that they can take care of it and not you take care of it. That's basically what he's saying.
Gotcha.
That's all he's saying.
Understood.
He's not trying to be one-sided. He's being...
Yeah, so can you try to send it again because it's not down.
Yeah. See if you can pull it up. My partner here is going to hang tight. See if you can get that video. Can I talk to you over here for a second? I mean, from what you're showing me, obviously. I forget the video. Were you telling her to get out of your car and stuff like that? I forgot. I can't remember the video you said. I don't know. Yeah. Like, get out of my car, stop. This is my stuff. Do you want to press charges for... Yo.
I'm going to call Meg, but watch more.
That's fine. Do you want to press charges for anything taking this stuff out, taking your wallet?
You better, bro, because she's going to do it again. She's going to do it again.
Being in the car, I mean... I really don't. I've got to ask, because obviously it's you're right. But that's all I got to ask. Real quick, how are you feeling? I know everything's going on. Do you feel like harming yourself and all like that? Do you feel like harming the kid at all? No. Have you had any thoughts like that? No. Again, just because of the allegations that were brought up, we have to ask. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you some paperwork.
So they basically, she had somebody put make a complaint to child services that he said he was going to harm his child. This is the depths of depravity that these women will go through to get their way.
All you're going to have to do is just sign saying I gave it to you, and then I just document it down based off of the incident that occurred and what happened. We do have to notify DCF about the incident. Just because we notify them doesn't mean anything's going to happen. It's just our policy, especially when there's, you know, juveniles and especially young children involved. Right. We just have to notify them. Not saying anything's going to come of it, but we just make them aware and they do their investigation and all that stuff. Do you have the video?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
So can we all go inside, or can my son go inside until Meg gets here? And
I mean, that's fine. I mean, she has all the rights to the kids, so if she wants to go inside with them, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So she came without the car seat.
Just let it flow.
Oh, the one plate is from Georgia, the other one's from Florida. This one's got it. I still think they're in Florida, though.
Where's his car seat?
Open the door for a minute.
Where's his car
I
seat?
can give him to you so I can get it.
No, you normally be in the car seat.
Open. She's demanding the door be open so she can get in there and plant the drugs.
Bro, I ain't got time for you.
Everything. There was a baby. And then as soon as I left with him, like maybe an hour later, well, she kept FaceTiming. And like, oh, I need to talk to him. I just drove out here. And then that's when she was like, oh, you need to bring it to me
Watch that
now.
again.
She didn't even hand him to you.
That's what I wanted to see.
She just dropped the kid on the ground, just dropped the kid in the car seat on the ground and walked away. And as soon as he drives off, here she is, I got to talk to him, just to ruin his time with his child.
Where's your hand? Right there.
I was putting the window down.
So you reach up and she just throws him into the ground, with no regards to his safety.
I mean, I'm not trying to...
No, listen, I'm not, like I said,
this is why I always
yes.
got to record, and then, like I said, she then called and said that I was that I was going to baby and myself. I'm like, when he was telling me this stuff, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
right.
This is just, I don't even want to come out here. Normally, I was going to come to the police station and tell him, just meet me at the police.
So she called and said he was going to kill because she didn't want him to have him visit the visitation. This is what they do. This is what would have happened to me eventually.
Because just
right.
Because I know how she is.
Right.
And the reason why we're not together was because of her violence. You know, she used to hit me and stuff, and I just couldn't.
Has she ever been arrested for it?
I don't think she's ever been arrested. I think she's been Baker acted. Her mom Baker acted.
All right, we got to still get some paper.
Baker acted. Her mom Baker. So of course, family stays in the family.
Well, I'm not, like I said, I don't want her to go to jail. I'm not trying to.
So I'm gonna tell you right,
bro. You have to at this point. You have to, because there's kids involved. You got too much to lose. You got another 18 years of this shit with her.
No matter what happens, it's not because of you. Just know that. We still got to go over our stuff and guidelines, state statute. That's what we're going to talk about. But if anything does happen, I'm not saying it will. It's not because you're doing it. So
right.
just remember that. That's all I can tell you. So is she at any point trying to like push you away to stop you from?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was here, squatted down, recording.
Right.
And then she comes out with her friend on the phone, opens my car, and starts to grab stuff. So I'm like, no, stop. Get out of my car. What are you doing?
You have a recording of all that incident?
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull that one short one up you had? But as she's doing that, that's when does she push you, kick you, like
everything? She was trying to grab all the stuff that, again, from earlier in the day, she was saying how I wasn't providing milk.
Yeah.
Or
he's got a whole spilled section of milk down there. Like
so I provide that to her, right? I provide that. So when I pick them up, she normally would give me the bag with all the stuff. Well, today she put it in the car and then grabbed it out, and she was like, no. You deal with it. So I had to go to Walmart. Let's see if she bought wipes in that car. You need to get out of my car. Get out of my car. What? This is not your shit. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. And then that's when she went back in and then locked the door.
Yeah, show it.
She grabbed my wallet, put it in.
You have another video?
Yeah, can you show them the one where she's...
And she said that I locked her in there.
That girl's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just so...
She's in my car searching for all my stuff. Get out of my stuff. You're taking my wallet?
I'm not harmed. I don't want her to go to jail or anything like that.
Took his wallet. Like, dude, that's theft. That's breaking and entering. Assault. Plus, she's making a false police statement.
Well, remember what I told you that, and if anything that happens, it's not you doing it. It is
Florida. It's the state of Florida.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen to the baby because her mom's in Tallahassee and her cousin as well. So I don't think there's.
You have a way to take care of it.
I can. I'm not on the birth certificate, and that's what was happening today. They were saying that I was gonna face criminal charges.
No.
You are the father of the child?
Yes.
So when it came to that part, if you failed to return the child, that was a whole different situation. But it's not that doesn't fall into anything here. He was just explaining to you.
She wouldn't put him on the birth certificate now that she threatens him with arrest every time he tries to see her or takes the child. This is what you have to deal with these women.
the way the state works is if you didn't return the child because you're not on a birth certificate, technically you could have faced something, but it has no, that has nothing to do with this.
Go to court. File paternity papers. I already have it. File it. You can waive it, or you can get the DNA test done, whatever you choose to do. But once you establish paternity, you don't even have to have a court case like established. Just once you establish paternity, if you are the father of the child, nothing to do with it.
Just because we arrest today doesn't mean anything happens or she gets like officially convicted.
It's just she has a career. You know, we're both surgical techs. And
it's not. Don't worry about that. But like, yeah.
He's still trying to protect her job. They're surgical techs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's a surgical tech. Look at the extent she will go to lie to have her, the father of her child, arrested and ruin his. She don't care about him being a surgical tech. Why do you? Why do you? She don't care about your career, bro.
Virgin program and maybe get her some anger management stuff. I don't know.
Really, at this point, it's to deter anything further from occurring, and to obviously now hopefully put something on the right track. Like he said, maybe get her in something to hopefully just basically calm her down about the whole thing. But again, it's going to be up to the state. It's not up to us. We work based off them.
You ain't calming down a borderline. You ain't calming this down. This only gets worse.
No, I would like you to leave it right there. Turn the lights off.
I'm hanging it up.
Thanks. Yep. Thank you.
Still barking out orders.
That's the top button?
Yep.
Now she's arrested and she's still barking out orders.
That's the top button. There you go.
I'm gonna have to pat you one more time down, okay?
Is there any way you can loosen the handcuffs?
Yeah, as soon as we get there, they got to be the ones that come out and do it. But as soon as they come out, they take you right in.
Okay.
Hey, faith over fear, baby. Remember that in jail, okay?
Okay, but they literally hurt, and the lady said she was going to do something before we left.
As soon as we get there, I'll loosen them.
Yeah.
They just got to let us in first. I can't open the doors while we're outside, but as soon as we go in.
Okay, but the last lady that just the police wanted.
Every time one of them get arrested, they just making demands to make it as miserable as possible.
She was going to come back. She said stand by, and she was going to come back and loosen them.
Again, she didn't tell me anything about that, so I apologize. But again, I can't stop the car right now. Once I get there, let's say let us inside. We can do that, but I cannot open the doors when we're in the Sally.
So you saw a video of me throwing my baby?
So, ma'am.
Yeah, bitch.
What you said?
When I read you your rights, you did not want to talk to us about anything. I cannot discuss anything further with you. I explained everything on scene. If you have any other questions and stuff, I can read you your rights, and then we can talk, or you can wait for the report.
All these videos she had, she didn't remember
Charged
throwing her
with child
kid.
neglect without great bodily harm and domestic battery.
That's why I moved to Florida, everybody. That's why I had to get out of New Jersey. The extent that these women will go to and the lack of responsibility that they will accept is endless. There is no limit. And I feel bad for the guy, and at the same time, I'm like, you're worried about her getting in trouble, losing her job. She's not concerned about you. She's trying to plan drugs on you, bro. She's trying to plan drugs on you. Not only was the arrest, was the assault, the lie about the assault not enough, she planted evidence on you. Tried to make you unfit just so you couldn't see your own child. And she had zero regard and zero fucks given. And she stood there and lied without problem to those cops. And so did the friend. But I don't hear the friend getting locked up. The friend figured out this isn't going well and told her, that's not what the cop, you better start listening. Friend's attitude changed real quick. So, be careful out there with these borderlines, everyone. Thank you, Tana, for your contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.